Hey, this is Ronnie and Manuel from C.M.S. Tactical Solutions Germany, and today we want to discuss a topic that is called footwork and why we don't teach it. First of all, this is not meant to piss off any self-defense or martial arts people or whoever, or some Krav Maga people. By the way, I'm a Krav Maga black belt too, but that doesn't mean that I can't question some things that were taught there. So footwork is a theme where lots of people are teaching that you have to be in a suitable stance. So one foot is forward, one foot is backward, and that you have a great platform to fight. We don't teach that for several reasons. Reason number one, it's not natural. So you are not born and standing like this. So you have to train this. And don't know how it's in your country, but in Germany we have a little time to train people. And most of the people we train are not martial artists who are doing that for 30, 40, 50 years. We teach law enforcement and we teach security officers who sometimes can barely move. They are overweight, they are not really mobile. So if I tell them you have to put one foot backwards, they often stand like this and they are not stable because they never learned it. They never visit a martial arts class or anything else. So for them it's really a problem to learn to stand properly. Okay. Next thing is most of the people tell that you have to divide martial arts and self-defense. So they have nothing to do with it. Then my question is why you teach martial arts footwork? Because this is martial arts, okay? And that's another reason why we don't teach it. I don't want them to think about their footwork all the time. I want them to fight, okay? I want them to think about their hands. I want them to think about their clinching abilities, but not about their footwork. So if you watch videos online, on YouTube, reality-based videos from CCTV, you will rarely see someone fighting like this, okay? In reality, they're fighting like this, they're grabbing, they're clinching, and they don't think about their footwork, okay? So it's hard to teach someone who has no background. You have to stand here, and now you have to take this step, and now you have to take this step, and now you may have to take a turn step or whatever you call it. That's cool for people who train 40 years or maybe 1 year, but it's not cool for someone who has no background, okay? They are thinking so much about their feet that they're not able to fight. Second reason is this position, or this position, or this position, however your style is teaching it, it's maybe not so stable as you think. So what do I mean by that? Of course, if I'm standing in a fighting position, a fighting-based platform, I'm stable to the front and I have stability to the back. So if Ronnie is pushing me from the back, I can stamp my foot and then I can turn, I can fight, whatever. So that makes sense, but the problem in reality isn't really what's coming from behind, because I can see from behind. If he's someone with a baseball bat and I'm fighting a guy in front of me, it's probably gonna hit, okay? The problem in reality is the sides, okay? So wherever you're standing, you have two weak points and two strong points. It sounds a little bit like a Chinese tradition, but that's the way biology goes. So if I'm standing here, I have stability to the front and to the back. So I can push myself in these directions. If I'm standing normal, I have no stability to the front, and if I get pushed, okay? But I'm stable to the sides. So what is bad about this position? If I get pushed from the side, and I'm in my fighting platform, and I'm fighting here, and he pushes me because he's a friend, I don't have a really good posture. So I have a problem in front of me, and I have a problem here, which I can barely fight. So it's a long movement to fight against this guy. If I'm standing in my normal stance and I'm fighting here maybe, and he pushes me from the side, I can maintain posture and fight against him, okay? Same as if you have any mass shootings or whatever, and you are the pistol guy and try to shoot the attacker. If I'm standing like this, I'm stable in the direction of the attacker. But if someone is not really pushing me, but there's a crowd of people, many people, and they want to go away from him and so on, and there's someone who is tackling me from the side, I have a really big problem to maintain my position. So what I mean by that is, what is in front of me, I can see that. What is beside me, I have tunnel vision, I don't really can see. So I have no control about the guys who's left and right of me, and I'm not stable, I am weak in this position, and if someone's pushing me from there, so I have a problem, okay? If I'm in a normal stance, and that might some criticisms say, and I get pushed from behind, I will fall forward, yes, but who is in front of me? My attacker. So if I get pushed, I'm here, I can clinch, I can dominate, okay? So that is the reason why this position is maybe not so stable in reality as you think, okay? So that's why when we shoot, or we teach how to shoot, we are not in this position or in this position, we are in this position. So even in dynamic shooting, we are here, we hit the target, and then we can move, or we move in this direction or whatever. But for us, that is our platform, okay? We don't want to do that. Next reason is, it's hard to move in any directions with the same efficiency, okay? If you look at this position, I already made one step, okay? So from here, I made one step. And now I cannot go in any direction as efficiently as possible, okay? So I can go here, but it may be hard to maintain posture. I can go here, okay? I can go here, but if I want to go there, I have to take a big step, okay? If I start in this position, any direction is equal, no matter where I want to turn, okay? So I don't have to think about when I'm here, how I have to be stable in this direction, in this direction. So that is normal for people. That's a normal stance. No one is standing on a bar and drinking a glass of milk like this. No one. I don't know. No one. Everyone is standing like this, drinking, eating, talking. If you're talking to someone, to your friends, whatever, that's not natural. Okay? That is natural. So by teaching footwork, it may be hard for people to put that in reality. And I don't want them to think about their feet. I want them to think about their fight, okay? And if they're fighting and go through so if someone is fighting me, I do have to walk. So it's easier to walk from this direction than to walk from this position, okay? Especially if you do a long lunge, and I saw people do that. That's maybe not the best option for reality. Third reason is that I want to conceal the things I'm planning. So if I have an attacker or a guy I need to bring out of the club. By the way, I worked 11 years as a bouncer, and I've never thought about my footwork when I had to bring someone out, you know. So if I'm standing like this, I'm not concealing my abilities. The attacker may see that I have a background, a fighting background, so he can adapt it, okay? If I stand normal, we call it parallel stance. You can call it however you want. If I stand normal, I'm concealing my background. I want to conceal my ability to fight. Concealment is one of our basics in our platform. By the way, I got that from my mentor and friend Todd Fozzy. So big shout out to him. That concealment should be your platform of your fighting system. How can I conceal my abilities, my martial arts background or whatever? So if I'm standing like this, I'm not really concealing. So if an attacker sees me or is coming at me, he maybe knows that I have a background, he knows that I can fight. I don't want him to know that, okay? So if I have a person I have to bring out of the club, I'm talking in this position to him, okay? My hands are always up, but my feet are never here, or never here, or never here, or whatever you teach, okay? My feet are here, so I can talk with him. And from here, I can go in any direction the same way. If I already have one foot in front of me, it's maybe hard to go in any directions with the same efficiency than from here.